Hey there guys, the Mobile Gamer here, and today we'll be working on Brave Frontier, and we're going to be doing Frontier Hunter Terminus. It's the 18th expedition, which means that it just basically got tougher, but it actually seems easier than last time's. So I'll go over the teams, and then I don't have gameplay to show you, but I have screenshots of the enemies, and I'll just do a voiceover of it. It's a lot better than me trying to fight them. So first we have Fiva, the leader, for maximum BC generation and BB fill rate. She has Soul Creator and Centaur to help with BC drop rate and to boost stats. Then we have Gra as a color changer. He has Fallacy Orb and White Armor to boost his stats, White Armor to nullify light elemental damage, which only really comes in necessary in the first battle. Quaid, other elements, Fire, Water, Earth, Thunder, Gra does Light and Dark, and Scarlet Pin and Ishir's Guise for attack, and Scarlet Pin for extra elemental weakness damage. Idea, Mitigator. She has Cosmic Dust on, so she is immune to status ailments, but also gets an extra 20% HP, and Dandelga for the boost to BC or BB gauge at the end of each turn. And Trident as the shield. He has the Spirit Tiara and the Heresy Orb for maximum BB generation. So with this team, Mitigation and Trident, like the Mitigation Trident match, I guess, it's really easy to go through this. There's almost no way that you will die doing it if you have Mitigation and Trident, and you can still get over enough points needed to get all the rewards. So I actually just did it, and this part didn't record, but I'll show you my friend. Oops. Yeah, actually. I just used it so it won't be able to show, but it was my friend's bestie with a Buffer Jewel, which is 35% boost to all stats, and a Cellgrad Gem, which is a boost to BC and HC drop rate. And she had Overdrive Brave Burst. All of my units in this squad have maximum Brave Burst. Some of them are sphered, some, imped, some aren't. Grodden's is max level, max imps, max SBB, everything. He is a maxed out unit. So otherwise, I'm going to go now and get into the actual gameplay part. Good luck. Alright, I'm back with the so-called gameplay portion. So the first fight is AM and H-Row, and basically there's nothing really bad here. You can go the first round without mitigation. You can actually go all of them without mitigation if you have my setup. And one thing is that AM can be poisoned and H-Row does paralyzed. I use 3 Fujin potions on Groddens, Bestie, and Fiva to get all the Brave Bursts up, and 1 attack potion on the 3rd turn to get the most out of the attack. Alright, in the second battle, it's Fiva and Colt. Fiva has an obvious defense boost compared to Colt. She dies a lot slower. I used 1 attack potion at the 3rd turn, and they do really weak attacks. The one thing you don't want to do here is use all of your Super Brave Bursts on both of the first turns, because you'll probably kill Colt and leave Fiva alive, and that's not what you want to do. You want to get the 2 overkills. In the third battle, let's see, I think it's Riksha, or Vishra, yeah. On the first turn, he removes all of your units' Brave Burst to 50% normal Brave Burst, so you want to use all your Brave Bursts. And if you're using my squad, you can actually recover your Brave Bursts to full if you use all of them next turn. And other than that, he does some pretty weak attacks. And basically all he does that's notable is he can do status ailments on his normal attack, all status ailments. I did the same thing here, 1 attack potion on the 3rd turn. You should probably do it on the 1st turn, because it was pretty Like, it was very close for me to killing him on third turn, so maybe use an attack potion on first or second turn, and then you'll probably be in the clear. Fourth one is Zele and Paula, two of the Civil Sisters. Zele has a better defense buff similar to Fiva, better defense buff than Paula, even when Paula has her defense buff up. They do weak attacks, status ailments, most notably poison and injury. And I did the same thing, one attack potion on the third turn, and you ought to be good. The fifth turn, it starts with Michelle and Polovic. They're talking about who's going to be Michelle's friend. Polovic is poisonable, so that's something to know. The third turn, Arden comes out. He's very strong, he does somewhat strong attacks. The one thing you need to know here is that if you're using my squad, you cannot 3-turn this. So you're stuck either trying to 2-turn this and get Michelle and Polovic, or 4-turn it and get Arden in 2 turns. What I would advise is 4-turning it, because you get the extra attacks off Arden, plus if you're running my squad you get full SBB anyways. So you get extra attacks, get extra sparks, and you're not stuck 3-turning 2 enemies in 2 turns, because, quite honestly, 4-turning it would give you more points. And let's see, same thing, attack potion probably on the second turn, because you're going to kill third and fourth turn for Michelle, Polovic, and Arden. And finally, the sixth battle, use your attack potion first. That's probably the only way that you'll get this in 3 turns. It's Rise, the spark buffer, I think. She has weak attack but high defense, hence why you need to use the attack potion the first turn. And she has a healing, like a gradual heal buff that she applies to herself. Later on in her health she gets a crit boost, but that really doesn't mean anything if you're using the squad that I'm using. And you should be able to 3-turn this without much of a problem. I'd say that this Frontier Hunter was probably the easiest Frontier Hunter I've ever done. And other than that, there's really not much. If you use my team, you will definitely win. And that's all I can tell you. You'll win by a landslide. You'll win without any units dying. It's just a good squad overall. And you can see my point total there. So otherwise, good luck to you in your Frontier Hunter adventures, and hopefully you can find out some way to kill Michelle, Polovic, and Arden in 3 turns, because I certainly couldn't. Mobile Gamer out.